Alright guys, so the other day we did the iPhone 13 versus the Pixel 6a speed test. Today we're going to do what a few people were requesting, the iPhone 11 versus the Pixel 6a speed test. Even though the 11 is several years old now, $499, Pixel 6a is $449. So this iPhone 12 might be the next competitor because you can see $599, and after the iPhone 14 event, it's likely to go to that same spot the iPhone 11 was at. So let's get right into this and kind of see how they do perform. You can see everything is closed out for both phones. We're going to begin here with their calendars. You could see the iPhone 11 load that first. Well, Google Calendar is more of a cloud-based calendar. That could be why. Let's go into calculator. You can see pretty similar. We'll go into clock and faster for the iPhone 11. And if we kind of go through things here, let's go to the stopwatch, for example. Let's hit start on both of them. Stop. Once you're actually in those applications, you're not going to see hardly any difference. So pretty close there. For the iPhone 11, keep in mind it doesn't have 5G. Let's go into Instagram, and you can see Instagram does load first there. So we got Flossie right there popping up right away, but look pretty similar. We'll head up out of here. We'll go into Twitter, and Twitter does open first there on the right with the Pixel 6a. We'll go into profile. And you can see profile pretty similar. So iPhone 11, man, this is what's kind of impressive is the iPhone 11 came out in 2019 and it's still as fast as current Android phones. That's pretty funny. You could see even faster in some scenarios than the Pixel 6a over there. We'll go into categories. Pixel 6a faster there. Things to do. And you can see iPhone 11 once again a little bit quicker. So man, I could kind of see why Apple still sells this thing. It kind of just keeps up with current Android phones. That's pretty funny. We'll head up out of here. We'll go into ESPN, and you can see ESPN is first there once again on the iPhone 11. Man, that A series Bionic, Apple was not kidding when they talk all that stuff about how fast it is. It really is quite quick. We'll go into Amazon here, and you can see Amazon first there again for the 11. We'll head up out of here, and I'm hitting these at pretty similar times. We'll go into Best Buy, and keep in mind both of them do have 60 hertz. Pixel says shut up, Nick, over there on the right for the win. We'll go to products, but the speed doesn't really always make the difference. Sometimes people are going to want the OLED display, for example, the more modern design. We'll go into eBay, and we'll see eBay is first here for the left by a hair, not by much. Let's head up out of there. We'll go into Starbucks and see which one is faster. Pretty similar. So nobody's getting coffee any quicker. Just depends on your place in line. Let's head up out of there. We'll go into PUBG Mobile. Typically where people or where the iPhone takes down Android is in games. I've been saying this for years, but I want to see, can the Pixel beat the iPhone 11, because this iPhone is 3 years old. It should be able to beat it here in this launch speed, but I don't know. It's like the iPhone 11 again. So the iPhone 11 again had actually loaded this game up first. We're just got to go through these to get to the home area. Other than that, it looks like the iPhone 11 was in the lead once again. Back to the match page. So this could just be the optimization of iOS. I don't want to keep using that basic reasoning, but maybe the Pixel 6a is not quite as quick in loading up games, so you might still have a faster gaming experience, maybe even a better one on the iPhone 11, just because the games are very well optimized for the iOS platform. We'll head up out of here and we'll go into Dead Trigger 2. There was a very nasty looking animation coming back there on this. This could just be because of the 60 hertz. I like to see Google put 90 hertz back on this A series, or at least put it on the A series next. Just gives it a little more of a, just a little bit of a better experience. Now, loading up Dead Trigger, not a big difference on both of them. We'll go into Crossy Road, and you can see a basic casual game. Pixel says I'll take the lead here, but take a look what you're getting here. Nice little punch hole, big old, notch over here. Pixel had this one first, pretty good. And the screen is definitely better on the Google Pixel 6a as well. That's an OLED panel. We'll go into Subway Surfers to cap this off and see which one can load this first. And you can see, wow, the iPhone 11 once again looks to be a hair in the lead. Yes, it is. So, okay, a little bit slow today on the right, especially here. Let's get up out of there. Tap to play. Once you're in, you're in. But again, the iPhone 11 does cost more, so you know, I'm not really super surprised. But at the same time, I would say just in the general day-to-day, the iPhone 11 feels a little bit quicker than the Pixel 6a, but the 6a still has a lot of value going for it as well. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and go back through the applications on the iPhone 11, see if we do get any reloads here. You can see pretty good. And I want to do this one individually because a lot of times when I'm doing them side by side, it's hard to see kind of their animations. So you can kind of see how the iPhone 11 will perform here for you. And you can see it still kind of holds things pretty well on this phone, which is quite nice. A lot similar to the newer iPhones. Is iPhone 11 one of the best iPhones all time? Why does this thing just never seem to get slower? Let's go ahead now and cover the Pixel 6a. You can see pretty good. Pretty good there. Not bad at either. Pretty good there. And that was good as well. Kind of swiping through, not quite as smooth eBay reloads. And I found that in my past videos that we started getting reloads here on the Pixel. Again, they have the adaptive battery preferences. That could be what's happening here. At the same time, it doesn't seem to hold quite as many as the iPhone 11 here. Yeah, like lots of things are, yeah, they're kind of like, go to Instagram. It's kind of like where they were, but a little bit slower to pop them open. But other than that, pretty good on both of them. I don't think either one of them is going to slow you down on your day-to-day when it comes to RAM management. All right, let's do a quick internet test here, see how they perform. 3, 2, go. And you can see that the iPhone loads up Apple's website faster. And you could see Apple's website loading a little bit slower there on the Pixel, actually quite a bit slower. Again, in mobile performance, you will have faster 5G on the Pixel 6a, but the 5G is still not on every single, block and everywhere around the country, even though you do have support for it. Let's go to googlestore.com and see which one is faster here. iPhone is faster there as well. So even with the faster technical Wi-Fi spec here in the Pixel 6a, not quite as fast, at least Chrome versus Safari here on this internet test. Now, when you're actually in here, you could see learn more, pretty similar. It looks to me like we have one of these scenarios where the Pixel 6a is only like a second or half a second behind in this area, but the scrolling is very fast. And honestly, in the real world day to day, I haven't really even detected much of a difference because when you don't have them side by side, you don't even really notice this too much. But I will say the iPhone feels a hair quicker in the performance in browsing. All right, to confirm that, let's go ahead and do a quick JavaScript benchmark. It's basically going to test the speed of the internet. We don't really have to do them at the same time. We're just going to see how fast they can do this. And we'll go ahead and see. You could see they're on warm up. Now I hit the iPhone and you could just see it's already about to be finished. And look at that. So definitely the iPhone 11 is faster than the internet. That just confirmed it right there. We can go look at it. You could see it right there. So, I mean, which one's the smaller number? That's going to be the faster performer here. So you can see it's in the milliseconds, but come on, even milliseconds, it adds up throughout the day. Safari versus the Chrome browser on this particular Pixel is faster in this comparison. All right, do you download apps? I definitely do quite frequently. Let's go ahead and download an application on both of them and see which one can do this faster. We're gonna go ahead and download Temple Run on both phones and see how they do. Now let's go back to the home screen and you'll see it's popping up there. Over here, it's installing for the iPhone 11. And let's see which one can complete this. I think I know which one is going to win it out, and it was the iPhone 11. This is an area where, these Android phones have never been quicker in my experience. This is just downloading apps. I don't know what that is. It's not Pixel related. It's kind of like pretty much Samsung, any of them that I've tried. They just never download apps like the iPhone does. You see that? Look at, we're already ready to get into that application, play that game, and be on our way. while we're still waiting over there on the Pixel. So this thing, no, it's just not faster when it comes to doing stuff like this. You know what? I think I'm going to throw this into my future speed tests. It kind of shows a little bit of something you might actually do on the day-to-day. It was download a bunch of apps. And you know when this really comes to play? When you first get a phone and you got to like download a bunch of applications, you kind of start to feel that a lot. So you can see 3 seconds left here and the Pixel is just about now to be complete. And now we can play Temple Run. So just something to take note of. Downloading apps, if that bothers you, it's going to be much slower there on the Pixel 6a. And here are the final benchmarks from earlier so you can get an idea. The iPhone 11 wasn't much better in the single core, and you kind of seen that throughout the video. It wasn't that much better. It was just a hair or two better. But you could see in this benchmark, a hair or two better, a couple hundred points. Now in the multi-core score, it was marginally better as well. Not crazy amount, but you can still see it beats the Pixel 6a. So technically it's a little bit more money and it's a little bit more fast. You know, that general day-to-day performance type stuff. When kind of just scrolling through though, the average person will never see it. And these are actually quite close in actual performance, but the Apple A15 Bionic is probably leaps and bounds ahead then if this one is really close and even beating the Pixel 6a in benchmarks. We'll go ahead and go to the camera and you could see faster for the 11. So this, you know what this really makes me excited for? Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1. It makes me excited for the next series of Tensor. You can see right there, Pixel 6a a little bit quicker. In the real world though, when it comes down to these two, I'd still probably pick the Pixel 6a and I'll tell you why. It does have the more impressive camera system on board here. It also does give you 5G OLED display and it just feels and looks more modern. So for those reasons alone, I would sacrifice a couple of seconds in the performance for all of that. And it gives you 5 years of updates, 3 major, 2 extra years of security. The iPhone 11 heading towards, you know, end of life, not quite, but it's got a few years left under its belt and it'll probably be at its end of life. So Pixel 6a, better long-term choice right here. And remember, the iPhone 12 is likely to slide down in that $499 price point just next month. So I would actually wait if you're looking to buy an iPhone till next month to see where the iPhone 12 prices go. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Nick here. Be sure to be well. I'll catch you on the next one. And peace.